Hi, welcome to my video on solve equations with ellipses. Solve each system. Let's solve this system. This is the equation of ellipse, which is x squared, y squared with a plus sign, and it has a horizontal stretch of 3 and a vertical stretch of 2, because the square root of 9 is 3, the square root of 4 is 2. And we have a line, so we're trying to find the intersection of this line with this ellipse. So since we have a line, let's take the line and solve it for y. Y equals negative 2x plus 5. Divide by negative 3. So y equals 2/3 x minus 5 over 3. So we solve it for y equals mx plus b, which has a slope of 2/3 and a y-intercept of negative 5 over 3. So let's write down the equation of the ellipse and change it to general form so we can sub the values of 2/3 x minus 5 over 3 in the place of y. So let's change this equation to general form. The LCD is 4 times 9 is 36, so we multiply by 36, 36, and 36. 9 into 36 goes 4, so we get 4 bracket x minus 1 squared. And 4 into 36 goes 9, so we get 9 times y plus 3 squared. 1 times 36 is 36. So let's square the binomial, so that gives us x squared. Product is negative 1x doubled, negative 2x. And negative 1 squared is plus 1, plus 9. And square this binomial, y being squared is y squared. Product is 3y doubled is 6y. 3 squared is 9. Now we multiply by the 4 to eliminate the brackets, so we get 4x squared minus 8x plus 4. Multiply by 9, 9y squared. 6 9s are 54y. 9 9s are 81. And now we'll write it all in the order that we want. And the order is, let's do x squared. Now we want to do the general form, so x squared plus 9y squared minus 8x plus 54y plus 4 plus 81 minus 36 equals 0. So the equation becomes 4x squared plus 9y squared minus 8x plus 54y. And when we add that up, we should get a plus 49. Check with your calculator. And now we have it in the general form. So now we're going to sub. So this is equation 1. This is equation 2, so I solved equation 2 first, and then I took equation 1 and made it in general form. So now I'm going to sub y is 2/3 x minus 5 over 3 squared, x and negative 8x plus 54, y is 2/3 x minus 5 over 3 plus 49 equals 0. So we got a 4x squared. Now we're going to square the binomial. So 2 over 3x squared, so it's 4 over 9x squared. Now we're going to multiply these two and double it. So 2 over 3 minus 5 over 3, and we're going to double it. So that's negative 10, negative 20 over 3. So it's a negative 20 over, 3 times 3. I almost made an error there. So negative 20 over 9. X, and a negative 5 over 3 squared is plus 25 over 9. Minus 8x. 54 times 2/3 is 3 into 54 goes 3, 18. So that gives us 36x. 3 into 54 goes 18. 18 times 5 is a negative 90 plus 49x. So let's remove the bracket here. So 4x squared. 9 times 9 cancels, you get a 4x squared. 9 cancels, you get a negative 20x. The 9 cancels and you get a 25 minus 8x plus 36x minus 90 plus 49. So let's put it in descending order. Do the x squareds, we get an 8x squared, and I do the x's. 20, 28, so the negative 8x. I did the negative 20, negative 28, and 36 is positive 8, yes, positive 8x, not negative. That's a negative 28, and 36 is positive 8x. And then when we add 25, negative 90, and 49, we get a negative 16. Check your calculator. And so 8 is a common factor, so we take 8 out. We take 8 out. So 8x squared divided by 8 is x squared. 8x divided by 8 is 1x. Negative 16 divided by 8 is 2. And that's, hopefully we can factor it. X squared is x and x. Factors of 2 are 2 and 1. Product is negative 2. Sum is 1. So it's a plus 2 minus 1. So x plus 2 equals 0. X minus 1 equals 0. We don't worry about the 8 because the 8 is constant. X equals negative 2. X equals 1. Now, let's take x equals negative 2 and sub it into the equation of the line. So we're going to put negative 2 in. 2/3 times negative 2. Subtract 5 over 3. Multiply. We get a negative 4 over 3 minus 5 over 3. And that's negative 9 over 3, which is negative 3. So when x is negative 2, y is negative 3. Now we're going to do x is 1 in the equation of a line. Sub 1 into here. So 2/3 x is 1. Multiply first. 2/3 minus 5 over 3. 1 times 2/3. Common denominator is 3. So 2 minus 5 is negative 3. That gives me negative 1. So when x is 1, y is negative 1. So line and ellipse intersect at these 2 points. So those 2 points will satisfy both of these equations. Okay, let's have a look at another one. This time we have an ellipse, which the center is 0, 0, but we have a vertical stretch of 4 and a horizontal stretch of, a horizontal stretch of 4 and a vertical stretch of 2. And we also have a circle whose center is 0, 0 with a radius of 2. So let's take this equation, let's take equation 1 and equation 2. Let's take equation 1, which is the ellipse, and change it to the general form. So the LCD, 16 and 4 is 16. So we multiply 16, 16, 16. 16 cancels, so we get an x squared. 4 into 16 goes 4, so we get a 4y squared. 1 times 16 is 16. So this is equation 1, changed to general form. Now I'm going to write down this equation of the circle. Notice the two of them have the same x value. So I'm going to multiply this equation by -1, multiply this equation by 1. Multiplying by 1 doesn't change the equation at all. Multiplying by -1 makes it negative, negative, negative. So it's a negative x squared, negative y squared, negative 4. Because the x squareds are the same, we can cancel. So we get 3y squared equals 12. Divide by 3, I get y squared equals 4. So the square root of y squared is plus minus the square root of 4. So y equals plus minus 2. So we got y is 2, and we got y is negative 2. So let's solve this y equals 2 into the circle. So x squared plus y squared equals 4. Y is 2, so we sub 2 in the place of y. And 2 squared is 4. X squared is 4 minus 4. X squared is 0. And the square root of 0 is 0. So when y is 2, x is 0. Now we'll try when y is negative 2. So here's the equation of the circle. Now I could go into the equation of the ellipse also, but I decided to put in the circle as easier. Y is negative 2. Negative 2 squared is 4. 4 minus 4. X squared is 0. X is 0. So when y is negative 2, x is 0. So that's the two ordered pairs where the circle and the ellipse intersect. And just to have a little, just to look at that, which is, just have a look at it. I want to look at the graph and see. So this is the x-axis and that's the y. This is in the this is a circle whose center is 0, 0 with a radius of 2. Square root of 4 is 2. So center is 0, 0 with a radius of 2. 2 right, 2 left, 2 up, 2 down. So here's the circle. Now we got an ellipse with a center of 0, 0. Right here, same. But the horizontal stretch is square root of 16 is 4. And the vertical stretch is 2. So the horizontal stretch is 4. So it goes there from the center this way. And from the center here, 4 left, 4 right. And the vertical stretch is square root of 4 is 2. 2 up, 2 down. So here's the ellipse. So here's the circle, radius of 2. Here's the ellipse with a horizontal stretch of 4 and a vertical stretch of 2. So these are the 2 points, 0, 2, and 0, negative 2. I just thought I might look at the graph of that to explain the two answers. Okay. And a question not on solving, but related to find the domain or range of this. Again, there's an x squared, y squared with a plus sign. And the a and the b are different, so this is an ellipse. So to get the domain and range, I need to look at, let's look at the graph and get the vertices, and we'll get the domain and range. So let's 25x squared, subtract 200x, plus 16y squared, plus 64y, equals negative 64. So we factor out the 25, we get x squared minus 8x. Factor out the 16, y squared plus 4y, negative 64. So we have it. Now we have the x squared and y squared 1, so we complete the square. Half of negative 8 is negative 4 squared is 16. 25 times 16 is 400. And half of 4 is 2. 2 squared is 4. 16 times 4 is 64. And this gives us 25. Half of negative 8 is negative 4 being squared. And a half of plus 4 is plus 2 being squared. 64 cancels out and I get 400. And we want the transformational form in order to graph, so we divide by 400. So 25 into 400 goes 16, so this is x minus 4 squared over 16. 16 to 400 goes 25, so it's a y plus 2 squared over 25. And we get a 1. So now, let's draw the graph. I like to draw in the graph. The center is 4, -2. 4. And let's plot these first and just do 5s. Okay, that's the x-axis and that's the y-axis. Center is 4, -2. X is 4, y is -2. So a squared is 16, so a is 4, so the horizontal stretch is 4. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4 there. And the vertical stretch, the horizontal stretch is 4 to the right and 4 to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, right there. And b squared is 25, so b is 5, so the vertical stretch is 5. So we go 5 up from the center, 1, 2, 3, 4, right there. And we go down 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, we take it to there. So this extend is down. So the ellipse, remember, it's going like this. Again, this is only an approximation. So what happens if you're at the center of 4, -2, and you move 4 to the right, that makes it 8, -2. And if you go 4 to the left, it goes 0, -2. Because when you move on the horizontal line, the x's are changing, but not the y's. Now the vertical stretch is 5, so you're at -2 and you go up 5, so it's a 4, 3, and you go down 5 to a -7. You're at -2, going down 5, -7. So there's the vertices are here, these two, the co-vertices are here, but the domain is the x values. And the x values are from 0. 0 is less than or equal to x is less than or equal to 8, where x belongs to the real numbers. Those are all the values of x between 0 and 8. And the domain is the y values. And the y values, the lowest is -7, less than or equal to y, less than or equal to 3. And where y belongs to the real numbers, because it's all the values of y between -7 and 3 that's in this graph. And that's the domain and range. So that brings us to the end of another video, just solving equations and doing extra practice. And again, if you like my video, click on the like button. If you're not a subscriber, click on my subscribe button. Visit my math website, www.mathfullyexplained.com, to find more information about me, my videos, and the content. Content on my YouTube channel called Math Fully Explained, which is, notice, one complete word. And thank you for viewing my video. Hope the video was of some help to you. Bye-bye.